Hi everyone, it's Dr. Ifeanyi the Ajonu, popularly known as Dr. Sim. I am the Chief Marketing and Sales Officer, Future Living Africa, a real estate company here in Abuja. So today we are discussing about real estate investment, why Green Oasis Kuje. So before we dive right in, I would like us to brush on the key to being a successful investor. So the key is actually cash flow, 2 words. So what is cash flow? It is simply the difference between the income generated from a particular property and the expenses that are surrounding that particular property. So this income has to be continuous. That is what makes it cash flow. So we have positive cash flow, which is simply when the income generated is greater than the expenses. However, when the expenses are greater than the income, then you call it a negative cash flow. So the difference between cash flow and ROI, cash flow is actually an example of ROI. However, ROI is not continuous. For example, when you buy land and sell it, that is, you get your return of investment. So after a while. So Green Oasis Kuje. So why Kuje? Why did we choose Kuje for this project? So Kuje is strategically located in the fastest growing suburban area in Abuja. So how do we determine that it is the fastest growing suburban area? So when you actually look at this data that was taken from the statistics from an analysis by Mr. Chima Ihaturu and his team from the University of Bern, Switzerland, the University of Lagos, Nigeria, as well as the Federal Capital Development Authority, the Department of Mapping and Survey, Abuja, Nigeria. So observe this. Between 2005 to 2019, the amount of completed buildings in a particular subsection where this analysis was actually taking, a particular subsection of Kuje, the completed buildings increased within 14 years. 128 buildings were completed, and then the uncompleted buildings reduced by 8. The developed plot of land increased by 52. The underdeveloped plot reduced by 52. While the tarred road versus untarred road increased by 7 meters of road per year. And then the underdeveloped area within this subsection of Kuje Area Council versus the developed area actually increased by 1,243.8 meters square. And this data was actually collected about 4 years ago now with the past government. And I want to bring to your attention that this current government actually has it in their plans to develop Kuje into an urban city. So aside from the fact that it's in a strategic location, we actually have to realize that there are a lot of landmarks, a lot of infrastructure that are actually being developed in this particular area that are already existing in this particular area as well. So we have universities such as Philomath University, Prime University. We have a lot of farms, as well as the recreational area where most people in Abuja know, which is Almat Farms. And Kuje is the only suburban city that is fast developing that also connects to 3 other different areas, which are Lube, Apo, and Gwagwalada. We all know the popular song Gwagwalada. So aside from all of this, there is also a high economic viability in Kuje. Now, what does it mean by economic viability? That means the amount of money that is actually spent in the project that is going on there in Kuje would actually be beneficial because the returns will be greater because of it has a great land mass, open space. It also has a lot of greenery. And you should be aware that Kuje is also the food basket of Abuja, which makes it a highly sustainable and eco-friendly environment. And you know, at Future Living Africa, we are preaching and building eco-friendly and sustainable environments. So this place actually fits perfectly with our mission, our vision, and that is why we have the project here. What are the estate features in Green Oasis, Kuje? You find out that we have features such as biogas. We're providing biogas to every single home, every single person in our estate. We're providing solar energy. Most of the building materials that we're also using are from recyclable products. We also have a festive arena for festive activities, programs, ceremonies in our estate, as well as a recreational arena that includes football pitch, basketball pitch, tennis games, as well as some indoor games. And we're also incorporating checkmate, which is specifically for organizing these games in a way that brings people together, helps us network, and also establishes that community lifestyle that we desire. So aside from all of this, you actually realize that these features contribute to the society, contribute to the environment, contribute to our ecosystem by reducing the use of fossil fuels. And how do we achieve this? By using biogas and solar energy. Again, like I said, we are encouraging community living. You know, when you look at the past, like how our grandparents, our great-grandparents lived, they were always together, coming together for dinner, for meals, for stories, by the bonfire and stuff like this. So we have lost all of this in our environment, in our community, and this is the core African nature. And this is why we are doing what we are doing, to bring all of this back to our society. In other words, we are creating a self-sufficient community. What do we mean by this when we say self-sufficient community? That means everything that we need is actually in our estates. And this brings us to something that I actually forgot to mention, which is our Get Foodstuff project, which is also in our estate, which provides everyone in the estate with fresh food. Not just veggies, but also fresh food, like your chicken, your goat, your cows, all of this stuff, fresh from inside of the estate. So you don't really need to go out for much. Your recreational activities, your fun activities, you know, everything in our estate. So you only need to go out maybe for a walk. Your office is outside, and then you come back and you relax after work, you know, with a game arrangement in checkmate or at the recreational arena, or if you have ceremonies in a festive arena, you know. So sustainable environment, sufficient environment. We also have health benefits. As a medical doctor, this is also a path that I'm very interested in, which made me jump on this project wholeheartedly. You know, such environment that is eco-friendly and sustainable actually improves your mental health. Networking, community living improves your mental health, improves your self-awareness, improves social awareness, improves social management. You know, aside from this, your overall well-being begins to improve. You notice, because you're breathing in fresh air, you're eating fresh food, you're communicating with everyone, sharing ideas on how to become a billionaire, to make more money, to have a better lifestyle with like minds, with intelligent geniuses, you know. So what happens? Your immunity is boosted. That means it becomes more difficult for you to even fall sick. You don't need a doctor, you don't need me. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So you don't need to go to the hospital. Aside from all of this that I've mentioned, we have a strong team of developers that have a track record of success in different industries as well as in our industry. You know, our CEO, you're going to be hearing from him in some other videos as well, Mr. F.C.T Abuja. He has 7 years experience in real estate. There's a lot that gives you, you know. So what are the challenges that you may have investing with us or investing in real estate? You know, most people have fears that, oh, how can I be sure that this land is actually theirs, that is actually registered with the government? With us, you don't need to worry about any of this. We've got you covered. Aside from these, any information that you desire as regards to making a successful investment with us, do not hesitate to ask us. So now, most people ask themselves, how can I be an investor? I'm not yet a millionaire. I'm not yet a billionaire. I'm here to tell you that you do not need to be a millionaire yet or a billionaire yet to become an investor. And that is why we have different installment plans that will greatly benefit every single person, every salary earner that has that desire that to convert, instead of leaving your money in the bank where inflation is going to affect it, you actually put it in an asset, tie it to an asset, and you find out that that asset actually grows with inflation. And with time, your money actually multiplies instead of leaving it in the bank where it depreciates. So do not hesitate to reach out to us, send us a DM, send us a message, give us a call, and we're going to guide you through the whole process, making it easy for you to actually benefit. And we have a discount / price that is actually going right now that gives you the opportunity to make 30% profit by the 21st of January. Jump right in, we're waiting for you. Blessings.